What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Old School RuneScape's Unluckiest Players, and this is our first edition for the year of 2022. We're going to be checking out our unluckiest players for the month of January this year, and I've got something new for this one that we're going to check out near the end of this video. So a few submissions at the end of the video. As always, if you guys have something that you think you could contribute or get featured in one of these videos, as well as the Lucky Players series, check out the description down below. All of your instructions for submitting will be listed down there. Make sure that the RuneScape name is showing. We like to give credit where credit is due, so that RuneScape name has to be showing. Without further ado, let's get this one started so we can get to the end and see what kind of new stuff we have for the Unluckiest Players episodes. First up for this month's Unluckiest Players, Welder is submitting an update to us. So in our last episode, we saw Welder, 700 KC at the Nightmare, hasn't seen any drops yet. Well, Welder has added 500 more kills to that kill count in the collection log and still has no Nightmare drops. That is absolutely absurd. Welder, I hope you see one soon. That's a lot of grinding. Next up is WCSBH. Now this one really sucks. Dude got a curved longbone on his very first, I can't even look at this. Got it on his very first Lizardman Shaman KC. Curved bone, 1 in 5,013 is the drop rate. So very slightly higher than a Dragon Warhammer at 1 in 5,000. It would hurt my soul to see that myself. Next up is Tum 5000, 1,672 next kills. No drop. The drop rate for a next drop is effectively 1 in 53 of rolling the unique drop table, and that's actually for each kill rather than for each player. But even still, probably seeing a lot of drops there, somewhere around, I don't know, what, 32 drops, but none in Tom 5000's name. Next up is going to be Tolna, 800 Calphite Queen KC, no drops, not even the Dragon Chain Body. 1 in 128 for that drop from the Calphite Queen. So can't fill out the log there. Next up is Sook My Deek. Nice play on words, I guess. No Kraken Pet, 12,428 KC. That's over 4 times the drop rate at 1 in 3,000. Pulling in 27 tentacles and 15 tridents, but still trying to grind that pet out. Next up is Skills Talk, the Ironman. No skilling pets at max, 2,277 total. Now it's not very common to get skilling pets, and you could easily go to max without getting one, but it's still pretty sad to see. I myself am a victim of this. No skilling pets for me at max. Next up is Shower Robe. Not seeing the Vorkath pet. 11,001 KC, so just 999 kills away from 4 times the drop rate there. Next is Shizoa, pulling the noted superset from Hard Casket number 8. Imagine your 8th Hard Casket, you roll the 3rd age table, pull those noted potions. Unfortunate. Next up is Shadowfee, the group Ironman, also pulling a noted superset from the Hard Casket, and not so bad on the group Ironman, but still sucks to see, man. Feels bad. Next up is Suck It, 70 million woodcutting XP. Hasn't seen the beaver yet, so tons of post 99 there. Tons of hours put into that. Can't seem to find that beaver pet. Next up is Rumano. This is another update that we have seen previously. 7,000 KC over at Zol Renown. No pet, no mutagens. 1 in 4,000 on the drop rate for the pet snakeling over there. And the mutagens are somewhere around 1 in 3,500-ish, give or take 100 or so, for either mutagen, and 1 in 6,000 something for a specific one. Next up, we have a hardcore Ironman. This one is Rip Later, 40 million fire making XP over at the Winter Tot. Hasn't seen the Tome of Fire yet, and the drop rate on that is actually pretty low, especially doing solos. So unfortunately for the hardcore, hasn't pulled that Tome of Fire. Got another noted superset coming in here from Pop and Pizza, Iron Man. This one on Hard Casket number 16. Super unfortunate. Perfect Journey, no Kraken Tentacle. Looking for the Kraken Tentacle to fill this one out. 1,923 KC. Next up is Peeps over at the Gauntlet. Yet to see the pet. 2,645 corrupted Gauntlet KC. That is a lot of time spent in there. Drop rate on the Young Left pet is 1 in 800 from the corrupted Gauntlet. So over 3 times the drop rate and a whole lot of hours there. Next up is Nova Life, another fellow Max player. No skilling pets, sitting at 2,277 total level. I feel you, man. Nova Enigma, pulling a jar of dirt on 1kc. I mean, it's a 1kc drop, but it's like 15k and it's worthless. It's nice for the log, but it's definitely not something I would want to see on 1kc. KY Stallion, 2,240 next KC. I mean, pulling that many kills within release from now back to release, that's pretty mean feat. 2 pets, but no items. Much rather have the items with the value that they're holding right now. Unfortunate. J Macklem, another update coming in this time. 12,002 Cerberus KC, no pet. I was literally just complaining the other night. I'm at 4,300 KC, don't have the Cerberus pet, and then I saw this and I was like, you know what? Things could be worse. Things could be worse, like J Macklem. Iron Goliath X, the Iron Man, 10,024 KC over at the Lizardman Shamans. No Dragon Warhammer there. 1 in 5,000 again on that drop rate, so 2 times the drop rate. I'm hella high. No pet, only 1 claw, but 5 jars of chemicals at the Alchemical Hydra. Claw drop is 1 in 1,001. Dude has 4,146 Hydra KC, so way low on the drop rate there. I think this is Hydra Vasilia. I think that's how you say this. We're just gonna go with Hydra Vasilia. No Basilisk Jaw, 4,712 KC. Now, assuming all these Basilisk Knights were done on task, drop rate for that is 1 in 1,000. Off task is 1 in 5,000, but I really don't know who would camp those off task. Next up is Daimonia K-Map, and we've seen Daimonia K-Map before. Pulling in the Seracnus pet, finally at 6,834 KC, little over 2 times the drop rate. Next up is Days 95, pulling in the Sleepy Tablet at 411 KC. All that running to get back to the Nightmare, over 4 times the drop rate, 11 kills over the drop rate to be precise. So pulling in the Sleepy Tablet, finally 411 KC. Next up is Cole's Music, Theater of Blood Pet, finally pulling in that Lil Zik, 438 hard modes and 1,468 normal mode, Theater of Blood KC. Next up is Avlop the Iron Man, looking for that Magic Fang. Gotta have that Magic Fang for the Trident of the Swamp, 2,568 KC, hasn't managed to get the drop just yet. Avatar, no Jar of Smoke, but hey, you keep pulling pets. Dude's got 6 pets and 5,122 KC. Drop rate on the pet is 1 in 3,000. Way under the drop rate for those pets. Pretty crazy to see 6 pets in there. All right, remember earlier in the video I said I had something a little different for this one. So for this video and for the rest of the Unluckiest Players videos, we're gonna check out our top 3 unluckiest players for each month. So we're kicking this one off here. We're gonna check out these 3 unlucky players. Let me know down in the description, do you agree with my 3 unluckiest players for this month, or would you replace them with somebody else that has been featured in this month's video? So our number 3 unluckiest player is gonna be Shower Robe, pulling the Vorkath pet, but managing to take the final hit to death right at the end. So I just can't imagine how upsetting it would be to see that you are being followed and then immediately after, oh dear, you have died. No time to insure, got the drop in the collection log, but you have no cool pet following you around. Number 2 unluckiest players for this month is going to be Sinai Stargate. And this actually is an update. Sinai Stargate with 219 Hespori KC hasn't managed to get that bottomless compost bucket yet. Now the Hespori takes 1 full day to actually grow and able to be fought. So that's 219 days if you happen to keep up with it and do it every single day. That 219 KC could easily amount to a year if you miss some days here and there. So unfortunate for Sinai Stargate. And our number 1 unluckiest player for the month of January is actually going to be a tie because it's the same exact thing. We have Bad Fruits and North Remember, both people having 200 million farming XP without pulling the Tangleroot pet. Your average XP for getting the farming XP is somewhere on the north side, about 100 million XP. So managing to double that, both of these players missing the farming pet, maxing the skill out completely. Unbelievable. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap up the unluckiest players for January in 2022. Remember, if you have something that you would like to submit to one of these videos, check out the description down below, follow the instructions, and send me your unluckiest moment. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't done so yet, tap that subscribe button on your way out. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody.